obviously, Mohamed, it's not going to be one of your typical appearances, I don't think, today. What are your thoughts on just watching what we've seen over the past week or so?
So, Joe, I would join Jim right now saying we've all got to be bigger than what we are, or Melody's very powerful statement. Look, the killing of George Floyd was horrific. And it's indicative, as you've been talking all morning, of long-standing problems of discrimination and injustice. And the peaceful protests that followed are understandable, and they highlight the anger in many segments of society. And remember, Joe, this is an issue that's being made worse by the COVID shock. Mike Spence and I characterize this shock as the unequal opportunity unemployer. So it unemploys people in an unequal manner. It hits the least privileged segments of society particularly hard. So it's really important to understand that this issue is not just social, which is very important. It's not just an issue of justice. It's also an issue of economics. Now, the other side of it, which is more regrettable, the violence and the looting, that's going to make the recovery even flatter and longer. So there's a lot of challenges, and I think Jim is absolutely right in saying every segment of society needs to step up at this point.
We are trying to also gauge what it means, Mohamed, what's happened to reopening the country, to what it means about the pandemic, to what it means for small businesses that were already affected. There's a lot of different, there's a lot of linkage here to what was already happening in the country, and I wonder whether it makes it even more difficult.
It does. Supply resumption is difficult enough. Now that stores have to worry about whether they're going to be looted or not. Should they open? Should they expose their employees to danger? Will make the process slower. The good news is that there are policy tools. They're not with the Federal Reserve. They're with Congress and the administration. It's about more focused relief efforts to get to the segments of the population that are really suffering and are in pain. It's about better safety net so that demand insecurity doesn't hinder this recovery. And it's also about addressing productivity up front, labor retooling, retraining, infrastructure. There's lots we can do if we focus on what are the problems, what are the market failures, what are the institutional failures, and let's get on with it. And stop focusing on just boosting asset prices and focus on the real economy, on people, right, rather than on markets.